What's good with y'all folks? Hey, I just hopped out the shower so my face like ashy. Don't even get on that. But nah, so I'm just get straight into it. Basically, what this is I always get a lot of questions on like just everything. You feel me? And I'm gonna basically just be answering some of the questions that you feel me. Some of y'all might have, some of y'all might ask, or I don't know. People be saying that they be scared to ask, so I'm gonna just try to answer it as honest as I can, as best as I can. You feel me? I'm gonna just do it. Like I really ain't one of them niggas who like, you feel me? I'll fuck if I know you, like, you feel me, I'll talk and shit. But like for the most part, I really don't. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I talk, but it just depends on who you are, I don't really like fucking with everybody or being around everybody and shit like that. Let's get into it. So the first question, the main question I get asked all the time: how did I lose weight? I feel like you feel me? Like if you know me, most niggas gonna be like, oh, it was that. But real talk, it really won't, to be honest with you. Like I real talk, every time I smoke and shit, I actually gain weight. That shit crazy. Like I remember when I first started losing weight, I was like, I wanna say what, 16-ish, 17, like around that time. And like real talk, that's actually like when I was smoking shit, that's really what I would like gain a whole bunch more weight back. I went down to like what, like 207, and then I got all the way back up to I went all the way back up to like 300, you feel me? I was like 300, like pushing around that, like around, I think 285 to be real with you. Yeah, like 285. But I ain't gonna cap, folks. It was my fault. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like during COVID, bro, like they really want like a whole bunch to do. You feel me? And like I was like, man, I thought the world was about to end just like everybody else to some extent. You feel me? So like I was out there getting McDonald's and shit because I was at my brother's house for most of COVID and shit. I really want But anyways, I was at my brother's house for most of COVID and shit, and he had a McDonald's that was right up the street, bro. And this before like tax and all that shit was hitting, so you could go get a little chicken sandwich for like $1 or some shit, you feel me? And I went back to the house, put some cheese on that bitch, bro, you feel me? With some barbecue sauce, that shit hit, you feel me? So like I fell in love with that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I gained all my weight back. But for the most part, really how I lost the weight then was different from how I lost it in the beginning. Cause in the beginning, I ain't gonna cap to you, I was working out and shit, actually like, really doing some shit. But then like, I really lost it off of just like drinking water. I stopped eating the fast food and shit. I rarely eat fast food. Like I ate some fast food the other day, some Chinese food, bro. Don't do it. Like that shit fucked me up. I was sick for a little minute, bro. Like that shit, that shit fucked me up, you feel me? But nah, like real talk though, just drinking water, stop eating at night and shit, watching like, I ain't gonna lie, I love sweets and shit. That's like, I have a bad sweet tooth. Like, niggas who know, like, I love fucking sweets. You feel me? I love, oh my God, like, I love pecan pie and shit. That's my shit right there, boy. But nah, like, I still eat what I want, but I'm just mindful of, like, when I'm eating it, how much, you feel me? Just like the little shit. I ain't gonna say I don't work out, because I do a lot of cardio shit unknowingly, just because I kind of move around and shit a lot. But nah, for the most part though, like I just really drink a lot of water, and all that shit in the third, you feel me? So the next question is, what made me start doing music? I keep it a buck, like, it was at a point in time where I was just like, I was moving reckless as hell, like I really had, I ain't gonna care, I just ain't have a lot going for me, you feel me? Or that's how I viewed it on that time. I didn't understand everything, it was just a lot of shit, I just wasn't feeling my best, and I knew I could be doing better, I ain't gonna cap to you. I ain't gonna lie, like, I know a lot of niggas make it seem like it's always street shit, this and the third, but really, real talk, it wasn't just street shit. It was more just, when you growing up, you just trying to find things that's for you, you trying to like, you have to kind of relearn who you are, because your world switches like that, you feel me? Especially when you kind of just growing up the way I did, and to some extent, I always had to grow up fast because I was always around like older people, you know. Like I'm the youngest in my family, so like my brother and my sister was like, my brother, I think he's 6 years ahead of me, and my sister like 11 and 12. So you feel me? For me, I always had, again, I just had to maneuver fast. I never really, I had a chance to be a kid to some extent. Like I ain't gonna cat to you, bro. I used to love WWE and shit like that. You feel me? But like, then there comes a point in time where you just start like, I won't think of for myself. I'll just kind of move how everybody else move, you know. And that kind of, I hate to say that, but it's just real talk, you know. Like, and it got to the point where, you know, everybody that I was moving with, that I was doing shit for, it's like, where they at? You feel me? Because a lot of shit start going down and just like, where everybody at? You feel me? When you're back against the wall, that's really when you find out certain shit. And I ain't on here trying to say some fancy shit or this, that, and the third, because I know everybody got quotes and shit nowadays, but it's just me, you feel me? That's another reason why I don't really like to talk a lot, because a lot of people, they will hear me speak and they be like, oh, he just saying shit. But it's like, nah, real talk, it's just how I speak, you feel me? Again, everybody got their quotes. I'll tell you a joke, I won't tell you a lot, this, that, and the third, like, fuck away from me with all that. But, nah, like, real talk, though, music just was, like, an outlet for me to, like, really be able to kind of not only give me something or give me, like, it feels like it gave me purpose in a sense, but also give me a way to kind of express myself. Because I never felt like, you know, growing up the way I did, it's a lot of shit that you got to hold in, because that's kind of just what you taught, you know. You're not really taught, like, it's okay to have feelings and emotions. That's kind of soft, you feel me? Like, that's soft as hell to have emotions. It's soft as hell to show that you got pain, you know. But that's to me, that's like the worst thing that you could do, and that's the most softest thing that you can do, is to be scared to be vulnerable, you know. So yeah, you know, like, and that shit was hard too at first. Like, you can even listening to my music too, like, that shit was real difficult for me to say and talk about certain shit, because like, even something like this, like, I ain't getting a whole bunch of views, and I ain't gonna cat, that shit does fuck with you to some extent, you know, because you are human. Again, you feel shit, you know, and I won't get a whole bunch of views. So like, to sit back and just really conversate and talk, you know, on certain matters going on in my life, or certain matters that has happened in my life, you feel me, was really, it was new, and it felt really uncomfortable at first. And there's a lot of shit that I didn't even release just due to the fact of feeling uncomfortable. But then when I started really just getting out of my own way, you know, it started feeling better, you know, real talk. But yeah, for the most part, like I said, you know, it just kind of it felt like it gave me purpose. It felt like it gave me, you know, something to look forward to each day, you know, especially at the time where I needed it, you know. And I'm kind of blessed, real talk, to just have been able to find it, you know, no matter, even though I'm not exactly where I want to be with music, and there's definitely a growth I'm trying to head to, and I'm trying to get to. I kind of, you know, I could be my biggest critic, but now I'm trying to learn how to be my biggest fan, you know, and, you know, not allow what everybody else think to get to me, but still understand that criticism is needed, and how to take criticism the right way, you know, and not just beat myself up so much, you know, because I could tend to do that sometimes, to where it's like, oh, this shit not hitting, or somebody say this shit don't hit, this, that, and the third, but you gotta realize everything is subjective, you know. And then you, again, like, just the way I grew up, and then the environment that I come from, it's like, niggas don't really like seeing people be different or elevate. It's weird and shit like this. But shit, for me, it's weird to be rich, you feel me? It's weird to have money and shit. So like, that shit ain't normal. So for me, it's like, you gotta be able to move outside the box, and just like, the niggas who gonna talk, bro, just pray for them, you know, because a lot of them, it's really not even they thinking. They just, again, it's what we've been taught, you know. And I still have some of that shit in me too. Don't get it wrong now, like, cause I'm a product of my environment to some extent, but I'm working on it, you know. I'm working on not thinking a certain way. I'm working on not being a certain way. And it's just like, through my music, I was able to also hear, like, just the way I think, just the way I am, you know, to some extent, and go like, why am I talking about this? You feel me? Why am I moving like this, that, and the third, you know? And it just really made me want to become a better person, you know? Like, real talk. Certain shit I was saying in my older songs, it was just like, damn, folks, like, it's not even that, let me watch what I say, but it was just more of like, even if that shit, even if I'm moving like that, it's like, why am I moving like that? You feel me? It just made me start really asking myself different questions and made me question things. I got a lot of little nieces and nephews, and whether I love it, like it, or want to accept it or not, they do look up to me to some extent. You feel me? And I just kind of want to be better for them, you know, and better for myself as well. You know, like I said, it was at a point in time, it was just like, you know, I really felt like I had nothing. So the next question, it's a two-part question too. So the next question is, where did the name Judah come from? And what the hell is Jack City? So the first part is, Judah really just, it was a name kind of given to me. Like I said, I play sports and shit. You know, I used to hoop and shit. You know, I don't really hoop and shit as much. You know, I still be watching that shit. Don't get it wrong. I still love football, basketball. I even low-key got into boxing a little bit more, you know. But the name Judah was just given to me, you know, RP not. But it was given to me by him because I always had a shot and shit. I know it's kind of like, it's a little corny to some extent, but like, you know, Judah, the 3 O's is just like always be 100, you know, or like be 100 but keep that shit 1,000. Like, I don't know how to, that's a little bit more difficult to explain depth into that shit. But nah, Judah really just came from, you know, the 3 O's. It has a meaning. It's like, oh, just keep that shit 1,000, keep that shit 100, no matter what. And then Jay, cause my real name Justin, so like Jay just came from that, along with, again, cause I had a nice shot and shit. So, you know, niggas as Judah, you feel me? So like, that's just, and to an extent, that's where it came from. OTC, that's the, you know, cause it's OTC Judah. So OTC, I ain't gonna cat. That's not, OTC is not necessarily my shit. It's more of like my brother and them shit. You know, it stands for Only the Crest. I guess it is me though, cause that's where we grew up. You know, Arbor Crest. You know, I think it's called like Legacy on Elm, but we still, to the day I go, like I'm gonna call that shit Arbor Crest, cause that's how I know it as. You know, like, and that's really what OTC is. It stands for Only the Crest. You know, and again, that's my brother and them shit. I really don't know where they came up with the Only the Crest shit. I really was just like, you know, at the time when I started rapping and shit, like, you know, like, I didn't want to just be rapping like Justin. You feel me? Like, that shit just didn't feel right. I'm still Justin. Don't get it wrong. Like, if you ever see me and shit, because niggas also ask, you know, do you want to get called Justin or Judah? And like, hey, growing up and shit, like, a lot of niggas called me different names. Like, I ain't gonna say some of them, but like, if you know some of the nicknames that I had, you know some of the nicknames that I have for. So like, it really don't matter. It's just whatever, you know. Whatever it is, you feel me? But nah, you know, that's where OTC Judah kind of come from. And in Jack City, it's really just a family, you feel me? Like, I know a lot of niggas think it's some other shit, but that shit really just about family, you feel me? It's Jack City, you feel me? It's like the city that I come from. It's about, you know, gotta be on your shit, gotta be on point. Jack City, you feel me? Like, you know, it's family shit though, you know? It's about embracing everything, to me, for me at least. It's about embracing that shit, you know. But yeah, so the next question is, where am I from? Cause I don't know, people say I got an accent and shit on just certain things I say. I hear it to some extent, especially when I'm listening back to like my music and shit. I could hear that shit. But now, for the most part though, like, I ain't gonna cat to you, I was born in New York, Queens. But I always say, like, I'm really from Greensboro. Well, I want to say I'm from Greensboro, but I really claim Greensboro. Shit. I claim Greensboro more than anything, just due to the fact that it's really all I know. Like, I really been in Greensboro. I barely been out of North Carolina like that. You know what I mean? Like, so for the most part, yeah, like North Carolina, I could tell you more about North Carolina and Greensboro than I can about New York and shit. So yeah, like, I would say I'm more from here. Man, fuck. But nah, I'll say I'm more from here. And, you know, yeah, again, and then people say I got an accent. I hear it to some extent, but again, like, I don't know. Like, to me, I just sound like myself. You feel me? I really don't know, you know. And this is gonna be the last question. Let me know, like, if y'all want more of this shit. And yeah, go ahead, trump me. If you don't fuck with it, I bet it's on you. You feel me? I wish you the best. Like I said, folks, if you've been following along certain processes, you know, we in a new era, folks. You feel me? Like, you can either get with it or get the on, you feel me? And like at the end of the day, bro, I wish you the best. Like real talk, it ain't no hate over here, you know. But everybody, every time I see them folks, everybody always asks me, do I got a shotty?
Keep it real. I know they tired of that gun smoke. See, every time she down, I give a hug, and that's my goal. I came straight out the apartments up the stairs to a big home. I had to leave alone, cause I can tell she gon' do me wrong.